Late Night FAQs with T and D, Season 2, Episode 3. Baseball season. Yankee time. Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? It's Late Night FAQs with T and D. How's everybody? How you doing, babe?
So that is going to be a thing every time now. It's going to be a thing.
You asked me if it's going to be a thing.
You remember a couple episodes back when I said,
Maybe,
so is this going to be a thing? And he's like, no, I'm not going to do this all the time.
I don't do it all the time. But it's Yankee season. I'm excited. I'm real excited about the Yankees playing. I'm happy. I'm real happy. Look at that. I'm sweating. I feel like I've been playing the game. I just get really happy this time of year when the pinstripes get donned. That's what's going on with me. What's going on with you?
It's late.
It's late night FAQs. That's what we call it. Late night FAQs. It's late. It's late.
Yes, I'm a little tired.
It's
hot.
It's definitely hot. It's been hot.
Yeah.
It's been hella hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely been hot. But I'm not going to complain about the heat. I said that before.
No, don't complain about the heat.
I'm not going to complain about the heat because it could be that other
it's
thing.
It's been hot. That's why I have this hairstyle. It's been hot.
Yeah, I see that.
Between the heat and still not seeing my hairstylist. Joyce, I'm still missing you.
Hey, Joyce. Shout out to Joyce. Yeah, I see you got your hair in the...
Yeah, I just pulled my hair back.
Yeah.
I got these little ponytails here.
Yeah.
I don't know when's the last time I had ponytails.
You got to do what you got to do.
Do something simple and easy.
Stay comfortable.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's very important.
This kind of heat.
It's very important.
It's serious.
It is.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Stay hydrated.
Get my water on right now.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. That is definitely important.
I was feeling a little sluggish early in the week.
Yeah.
And I actually was thinking that I didn't have enough water, so definitely.
Yeah. I mean, whatever water you normally drink, definitely drink more of it during this time of the year because you're going to need it. Absolutely. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Shout outs. Any shout outs today?
Well, I just gave a shout out to Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
What's up, Joyce? She's missing you, Joyce.
I am missing her.
Yeah.
I kept it kind of simple today as far as my jewelry.
Okay.
So I just have these earrings. I don't
wait.
have anything else.
Can I guess?
Earrings.
Can I do it? Can I guess this time?
Can you guess?
Can I guess? Is it okay?
There's no prize.
I like prizes, but I'll guess anyway, all right?
Okay.
Rings and things galore.
Rings and things galore.
Yay, me. Shout out to Rings and Things Galore. Okay, cool. So, jewelry by Rings and Things Galore. I see you have on your Damsel in Defense shirt.
Damsel in Defense.
This evening. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's one of my other businesses.
That is correct.
So with travel, we do travel and safety.
Mm-hmm.
And so my safety business is actually called SafeT1st, which is a part of Damsel in Defense.
Okay.
And we equip, empower, and educate individuals to protect themselves and their loved ones.
Right.
And we provide self-defense and protection tools.
Yeah, and I know that you did a workshop recently, right? Virtual.
I did a demo.
A demo, okay.
It was a
virtual
demo
demo
I did earlier this week.
Okay.
Wednesday. Yeah, it went well. We had about 8 people on the line on the Zoom call.
Okay.
And I talked about some of the items that we have. I demoed just about everything except for the family safety books and information. But all of our tools I talked about.
All right, and so we do have a question about some of those tools. And so tonight, T is actually going to show you some of them. She's going to share some with you.
I do have some tools that I will share with you, yes.
Okay, cool. So please.
the easiest way to come up with what to share is to just show you my keychain. So this is my keychain. It looks a little busy, but it has quite a few things on it. So first it has this personal alarm. It actually has a flashlight. So the flashlight is not just to use in case it's dark out and you need to find your vehicle or see your lock or whatever. You can also put this light in someone's eyes if they're close to you. So it will disorient them. You put this light in someone's eyes. Can I demonstrate on you?
You kind of just did. You flashed it, and even though
Oh,
I don't see
sorry.
very well, I mean, I definitely saw that.
That was a mistake.
That definitely disoriented me a little bit.
I only want to do it intentionally. That was an accident.
Okay. Well.
So here's the alarm.
Oh, yeah.
That's real quick because
Yeah.
it's loud.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably loud too. It's really loud. I mean, it's in my hand. It's loud in my ear.
And I haven't heard that in a long time. So
it's loud.
Usually we do it inside or outside, and everybody stops and listens, and they want to know where the alarm is coming from. And so I'm usually numb to it. But since I haven't heard it in a while, that is loud.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not. The purpose of this is not just to get someone's attention, so that you can get help, but it's also if someone is close to you, if someone has put their arms on or their hands on you or put their arm around your neck or whatever, you have this and you put it in their ear and turn it on, and that's gonna it's gonna shock them and disable them, hopefully, so that you can get away.
Yeah, and so those actually are really good for age-appropriate children.
Right.
Okay, because if they carry those with them to school, or if they just have them, they're on their way to school and something happens to them, that's important. And for seniors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good for
So
seniors.
age-appropriate children, you want to teach them it's not a toy.
Right, exactly.
It is a tool.
You definitely don't want them just going and setting that off whenever.
For seniors, there's a lot of seniors, they don't want to use the pepper spray or striking tools. So this is, again, something so that they can get someone's attention, to get help, or take it and put it in somebody's ear, someone who's close to them, close proximity, and kind of disorient that person.
Yeah, okay, so you talked about pepper sprays and striking tools. So
pepper sprays and striking tools. So I have this striking tool.
Okay.
It's actually a pain compliance tool. You inflict pain, they comply. So right now, like I said, I have my key ring, and there's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's cool because I could take this and go like this and hit somebody.
You could
go like that.
Yeah, you could kind of do that. Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
go like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take it off of the key ring.
Okay.
Why was you going like this?
I mean,
thought I was going to hit you?
No, I knew you weren't going to hit me on purpose, but I mean, kind of close to me, that's all.
So this is a tool. It has this large ring here. It has this blunt end right here, and then this pointy end right here.
Yeah.
And these finger grips.
Yeah.
So you take this and you hit somebody, jab them, upper or lower. There are certain parts of the body that you can hit somebody with it that will disable a person. And I can teach more. I actually do teach more of that in the workshop. So if anyone's interested, let me know. But also you can take this in your non-dominant hand and use it to basically push somebody away. There's a way to do that. And again, I can teach you. So you push them with your non-dominant hand, and then in your dominant hand, you have your pepper spray.
Okay.
So you can use this in your dominant hand to jab, do quick jabs, or non-dominant hand as a tool to, still jab or move someone while at the same time spraying them with the pepper spray.
Okay, so talk a little bit about the pepper spray.
So our pepper spray is, first of all, before I talk about our pepper spray, so we have our pepper spray and it's the same, but we have different casings. So we have 4 different casings. This one right here is a hardcore. It's a hard case. And then we have a pouch of pepper, we have a protected pepper, and we have the pepper sleigh, which is a little more, it's like fancy.
Stylish.
Yes.
For those who want to accessorize with their tools.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this right here is the hardcore. Like I said, the pepper spray that's in all of them is the same. So we have one of the hottest pepper sprays on the market. If you know what the hottest pepper is in North America, not in the world, because there are hotter peppers throughout the world, but in North America it's the Carolina Reaper.
Well, you know what? They have branded another pepper, the Carolina Reaper, another version of the Carolina Reaper, to reclaim the hottest pepper in the world. Can you believe that? So actually, they're saying now that the Carolina Reaper is now, again, it changes all the time, the hottest pepper.
In the world?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So I have to go back and check again, but they're saying that there's another brand of the Carolina Reaper that's out there now. Because of course, when it came out and it was the hottest pepper, you know what happens? There's competitions and people want to continue to make it hotter. So they made the Carolina Reaper hot again. So it is again one of the hottest peppers, or if not the hottest pepper in the world.
Well, our pepper spray is hotter than the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper is 1 million SHU, SHU. That's global heat units, and our pepper spray is 2 million. It will burn the skin. It will swell the eyes, and it will cause the person to choke. Not choke to the point that they die.
Right.
Because it's a non-lethal weapon.
Right.
But it will disable them so that you can get away.
And that's the point. You really just want to, if an engagement like that happens, the first thing you really want to do is to be able to get away.
Right. So in addition to that, our pepper spray has a UV dye in it that will stay on an assailant. It'll stay on their skin and their clothes for up to 7 days. The nozzle right here, we have a locking nozzle on all of our pepper sprays, so you have to turn it to spray it. This nozzle does glow in the dark. And we have a incident replacement policy. So while we hope that you never have to use your pepper spray, if you do have to use it and you provide a police report, we will replace your pepper spray free of charge.
And that's good to know, because a lot of times people ask, well, I'm using this pepper spray and I'm spraying it, how much do I spray? And that always depends. You know, sometimes you want to spray just enough so that, you know, the person will stop attacking you, and then if they happen to have a second wave, you can spray some more. Right. But for the most part, you want to be able to empty it. And if you have to use it, you call in, get that police report, and then we will definitely replace it for you. So these tools were actually designed with women in mind, but that doesn't mean that only women can use them, because I carry a tool also. And this is a striking tool, which is the same type of design as the other. Let's see the difference in the two. This one's just a little bit longer. This one's a little sleeker. It's a little pointier. This one has a little bit more of a blunt end, but it still is able to strike. And like T said, you put these in different pressure points, and you're able to disable your attacker by using it. So you jab, you can poke, you know, so that's definitely a way to use it. And you can block, you know, dominant or non-dominant hand by using it to block. And so, especially nowadays with all of our essential workers out there, we want to be able to keep them safe. Going to the car, you know, late at night sometimes, you know, they're working really hard to protect them. We want to be able to put, you know, to protect us, we want to be able to protect them and make sure that they have the tools that they need to keep safe. Because unfortunately, with everything that's going on right now, we want to make sure that they have what they need in their hands, not, you know, deep down in your purse or anything like that. Right. We want to make sure that it's accessible to you so that you'll be able to have it. So then in the event you're going to the car or going to public transportation, you have it readily available, being, of course, self-aware and situationally aware, making sure of what's going on around you so that you have your tools in place to be able to use it. So, like T said, we provide the tools, but we also provide the education on how to use them and even when to use them.
So in my demo and also in my workshops, I do talk a lot about situational awareness because self-defense isn't just having these tools or just self-defense isn't just physical. You know, it's not just you knowing how to have self-defense moves or knowing martial arts or anything like that. You want to be able to read a situation first. You want to know what's going on around you, pay attention to people, know the exits.
Right.
You know, have a plan in mind. And you want to practice this plan so that if you find yourself in a bad situation, that muscle memory just kicks right in.
Right.
So, it's important to be aware. A lot of times, a lot of people, they end up in a bad situation because they're not paying attention to their surroundings. They're not paying attention to the people who are around them.
Right.
These perpetrators out here, they have a job to do. And sometimes they work alone, or sometimes they work in pairs.
Right.
Someone will come and distract you while the other person, tries to abduct you, or someone will dress nicely, maybe in business attire, and be friendly, and you'll let your guard down,
and that's
then
disarming.
Someone will try to kidnap you.
Right.
Human trafficking is a big deal, and human trafficking is very prevalent all over.
And especially during this pandemic, we're hearing a lot of reports about things that are happening, and people think that human trafficking only happens in other countries or in other cities. Oh, that doesn't happen where I live. We heard about a story recently, and where did you say it was? Malvern, PA?
I read about it just this morning.
Yeah.
It's Malvern, Pennsylvania. And they abducted girls from Virginia and took them up to Malvern, Pennsylvania. And they took the girl, it was in May, and they just found her.
Wow.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah. So again, I mean, this is not to scare you.
She's 14 years old.
Exactly. So you really have to be careful. This is not to scare you. Like we always say, this is to prepare you. This is to make sure that you're not paranoid, but definitely aware of your circumstances, your situation, and what's happening around you. Because the minute that you let your guard down, something like that could happen. So we don't want you to just be on alert all the time. Nobody can be. That's impossible.
Right.
But we definitely do want you to make sure that
paranoid.
that's not a way to live. I mean, you definitely want to be able to be relaxed in your environment, but at the same time, you still want to be cognizant of what's going on around you.
Be aware, be observant, pay attention to your gut.
Yeah.
I call it my spidey sense.
Yeah, that's
when
it.
my spidey sense goes off, I'm kind of wondering why it's happening. A lot of people ignore it because they don't know why it's happening. They feel something, but they don't know what they're feeling or why. So then they kind of like shrug it off. Pay attention to it.
Yeah, don't shrug it off.
Investigate it.
Yeah.
Start to look around.
Yeah.
Make
sure it has merit.
Try to figure out why your body is reacting to something, why you're feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, because if you're feeling uncomfortable, then chances are there's a reason why you're feeling uncomfortable. So don't just dismiss it. Explore it. And if it's nothing, then it's nothing. But if it's something, well, then you definitely want to be, aware and ready to do something about it. Like T said, a lot of times what happens is people get into situations and they don't know what to do. So if you know or have something prepared in advance and have in your mind, well, this is what I would do in this type of circumstance. And of course, you can't possibly prepare for every type of circumstance, but at least you can have some type of semblance in your mind as to what you're going to do when things happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's also, listening to your gut. That's not just with strangers. That's also with people that you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times, when bad things happen, it's with someone that you know.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate that that's the case. But when something like that is going on, if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right. And you have to make sure that you're listening to those feelings.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, well.
So I actually have one more tool.
Oh, cool.
I almost forgot.
Oh, yeah, you can't forget this one.
This is one of my favorite items.
This is important. All right.
So this is a stun device. It's not a taser. A taser has clips that shoot out and will attach to a person's body or person's clothes. This is a stun device. Some people call it a stun gun. In our company, we have chosen to call it a stun device because we want to omit the word gun.
Distinguish from firearms.
Gun is, related to a firearm.
Yeah.
So again, we have non-lethal tools. So we have 4 different stun devices. This one is called the Get a Grip. It feels really nice in the hand. And all of our stun devices come with a USB cord. So right down here is where you put the USB cord to charge it. It comes with a USB cord, a wall outlet, a car charger, and a disable pin, which is this item right here. Now you have to have this disable pin in the stun device in order for it to work. So you see I'm going to take this out and I press the button and nothing happens. Nothing's happening. So I put the stun device in here.
Disable pin.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you put the
Why
disable.
not say that?
That's all right.
The
You put the disable pin in the stun
device.
Right, there you go.
And the flashlight will come on. All of our stun devices have a flashlight. And you see, this is a really bright flashlight.
It's a bright
So
flashlight.
as I said earlier, the flashlight is not only useful for when you're in the dark and you need to see, but this is also something you want to put in someone's face to disorient them. But not Derek's face.
Yeah, that's already.
So I'm actually holding it this way because I'm going to push the button up. And so the light has gone off, but you see this red button right here. So that means that the stun device part of it is ready. So now I'm going to press this button.
Yeah.
What you think of that?
Exactly. That noise in itself. Now we've demonstrated this inside and we've demonstrated it outside. We've been at the table, and as we're at the table and that noise goes off, I guarantee you somebody around in the crowd is going to jump.
It makes people jump.
It makes people jump.
And for people who are not nearby, who are further away, they hear it.
Right.
And then they want to know what was that and where did it come from.
Exactly.
And so then they come and investigate.
Right. So if you think that noise is loud to somebody who's passing by, what do you think that noise is like for someone who's about to attack you?
Right.
Yeah.
And so we actually teach to use that as kind of like a warning for someone who's not already in close proximity to you, who's someone who is near you, someone who's making you uncomfortable, someone who has actually let you know that they're going to try to hurt you. If they haven't approached you or aren't close up on you at that point, you can do this and basically tell them to get back.
Yeah. You want to be saying that.
Right.
Get back, stay away.
And then if they continue to come at you, then you just make contact with them and press the button and just keep doing it. You hold this button until they've been disabled and you can safely get away.
Right. And put it on your wrist and show them why that's important too. Because you talked about the disable pin and not being able to use it.
And so the disable pin, again, this disable pin is so that this item will work. So you keep the disable pin on your wrist, and if someone takes this from you, it won't work.
Right. If they try
to
turn around,
use it on you, it won't work.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't work. This is on your wrist, and then when that happens, you kind of just pull your hand away so that they can't get it.
Right. Exactly. So now it's useless. They can't use it against you. So the reason why it's gripped like that and it's small like that is because it's very difficult to take something like this out of somebody. As you can see, it's very difficult to take something like that out of somebody's hand. But if for some reason someone does manage to do that, or if it's dropped in conflict or something like that, well, now they can't use it against you.
Right.
So that's important. That's definitely important.
And, again, with the tools that I had on my, I have to put them back together now, but on my keychain, so I'm layering my protection. I have 3 tools to use for protection: the striking tool, the alarm, and the pepper spray. And so those are all on my keys, and I can have all that in one hand, and then I have my stun device in the other hand, or I can just hold my stun device here because of the strap, and then still have my pepper spray in my hand. So there are a lot of different ways to layer your protection, which means to have multiple tools on you. Because again, you just never know what situation you might find yourself in. And in addition to having the tools accessible on your person or easily accessible in your bag, again, not at the bottom of your bag, or because we have these different hooks, have it on the outside of your bag, you also want to have your tools in your vehicle. You shouldn't leave your pepper spray in your vehicle because the temperature will affect your pepper spray.
Right.
But you can have your other tools in your vehicle, under your seat or in your glove compartment or whatever, in your door. You can also have different tools. We call it staging. You can have different tools in your home, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, just different places. And I talk about all of that in my demos and in my workshop. I give different tips of where to keep these different items.
Right. And then also in the demos, T talks about not only the different tools. Now, these tools that she's demonstrating now are close contact tools. We also have some longer distance tools as well that you can use. And then we also have other types of alarms and things like that we can demonstrate that are good for travel.
Right. Yes, we actually have a very special item that's great for travel.
Yeah. Which
I could probably bring at another
time.
Another time.
Take a look at that.
But it's something, so you wouldn't be able to take the pepper spray or the striking tool or the stun device on a plane.
Right. But they're also
because they're considered weapons, but we have tools that you can take on a plane with you.
Right. So we can show some of those.
I'll have to bring that back and talk about that later.
That'd be cool. So yeah, we wanted to show you some of the tools because that was one of the questions. After T did her demonstration, the question was, well, can we see some of them? You're bringing information to us on your FAQs anyway. So can we see them? So sure, thanks. Glad that you were able to actually show a couple of those. That's nice. Yeah. All right. So I think that's about it for this evening, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So if you have any questions or comments about any of the safety tools, please comment or email or get in touch with me. And I can give you a personal one-on-one demo, and I can show you the other items. But I will bring some of the tools back in another episode.
All right, that's cool.
All right.
Well, in the meantime, everybody, be safe, be well.
Be well, be safe.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.